a cow.
I want you to hear, but you missed this part.
All dark folks are lactose intolerant.
No, we're not. I am now, but I was not before.
We are the only creatures that continue to drink milk after we've been weaned.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's food.
That's the thing. So here we are, the lactose bacilla that's supposed to break down the sugar in the milk in the stomach of the baby. We don't have it anymore. So what they're doing is either you pop a pill or you clone a cow.
See? Clone a cow.
And you create a cow that gives you human milk.
They have not did that yet. Oh, they have?
They got new cows that
Wow.
have the human gene in it or create certain kinds of milk that can give you.
See, every time I hear him, he gives me new information. Wow.
Here's something you
Wow.
need to go down and put down as far as the information is concerned. Hidden Mysteries of the Pyramid. This is the book they did not want you to read. They found other passages and other rooms in the pyramid. For real.
Duh.
How many years we were telling you that? How many years we were telling you that there are at least 4 subterranean temples beneath it? But here is the number to this book that you need to get it. It says during the 1970s, the son of a Baptist minister found the entrance to the south side of the pyramid, which was discovered more than 2,000 years ago by Strabo, the famous Roman geographer. Modern theorists simply remarked that Strabo's entrance was an error, that he must have been in the north slope. Forget the fact that he was, by nature, a true geographer and a map maker. 6 expeditions were made into the South Slope entrance in the 70s, uncovering more than they want you to know. Now, anybody was at the gathering of the masses when Al Bielek was there, the guy who was down.
I'm going to stop this for a minute. I just remembered something. He did say that Einstein knew Crowley. He did say that.
With the Philadelphia experiment. That was the bomb. Well, this is what Al Bielek helped to put together. The name of it is TGS. You have to send your monies to TGS. I believe it's $17.99 US. It's TGS, care of Hidden Mysteries of the Pyramids, Post Office Box 950, 201 West Grand, Grande.
Wow, what's grand? They're going to get grands of money.
YOAKUM, Texas.
And in Texas.
77995. The telephone number there is 361. That's the area code. 293-7698. 293-7698. Get that book, because I sure am. I like to hear what they got to say.
I don't buy books. I don't need them.
ISBN number? No, they don't. Actually, just if you want to.
I'm not going to promote the books. 23 sets of twins.
That's not an accident.
Believe it or not.
Something in the water they drinking. It's something in the food you eat. Anytime more than one sperm fertilizes the egg, it means that the female principle has degenerated to the point where there is the natural cycle when that particular sperm penetrates the zona pellucida. It's supposed to coagulate and close the entrance off. It doesn't. Which means that something is wrong with the mechanism and the timing. And it allows more than one sperm in, which is contrary to what is natural. It may be normal now, since you have degenerated to the point where it's happening all the time, so it becomes normal. But it's not natural.
Although he is my science teacher, there are certain things I do not agree. I do not have to agree with everything that he says because there's so much other things that I can't agree on. However, having twins does not work like he is saying. Ruth had many twins. She had many babies, and she had many sets of twins. Boaz and Yatin were the first twins. And it was a boy and a girl. And when the boy was Boaz, The girl was Yasin because the boy is called Ruth Yatin. He also called Ruth I and I Naya Bingi for emanator because she was his emanator. She nurtured so many of his babies, so many of his babies. These things are not taught. I will not buy these pink people books because they are only going to tell me half truth. You get into the book, you believe or you do not believe. That is the thing. Like they say, to believe or not believe, that is the question. No, I have no belief system. I deleted it. I don't need the books to tell me anything. I have a pineal gland that takes me places, shows me movies, reads me stories, or I have so many books that I can read during my travels. And the pink man likes to put myths on his shit, you know?
There's a difference between natural and normal. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me at this point.
No, this is the part I saw yesterday, and it was number 1. So it left out 21 minutes of it. At least 20 minutes of it. Let me see where we left off at.
Valerians tried to cross the Pontemall and failed. At Pontemall, Constantine halted his army and he waited.
As they say, you can go and watch it. Constantine, his name has con in it.
A monogram in Greek of the so-called Christ of the Gospel. This is the story they give it to you. In the flame of the burning cross, there were the words, "In hoc signo vinces," or "In this sign thou shalt conquer." Regarding this particular incident,
they're conquering with it too.
Eusebius of Caesarea, the father of ecclesiastical history and Christianity, writes, and of course he got flavorful too. At dawn, Constantine set his artificers to work and had the sign made, beautiful with gold gems. The Romans now call the sign the labarum. It was in the following form: a long spear. The spear of destiny is what the Illuminati during the time. Now, this particular spear that Constantine made became the spear of destiny. This spear of destiny is what Hitler was looking for. When he began going across the Rhine, trying to destroy everything, he was actually looking for the spear of destiny for the Pope. Because the Pope said that he would support Hitler if all the countries he conquered became Catholic. They shook hands over it.
And they did. They did. They did. Even Africans today, Nigerians are Catholic. Yes, Somalians are Catholic. Yes, they are all over here and they are all Catholic.
Now, it was overlaid with gold, up by a pierce, laid over.
And remember, Hitler is actually Crowley's son.
By a piece laid over. On the tip of all was a crown, formed in gold and jewels interwoven, on which were placed 2 letters, indicating the name of Christ. The Greek letter P being intersected by X, exactly at the center. This was the first symbol of your Christ.
The X probably was at the bottom
That is the sign that Constantine took into battle
to X us all out,
to conquer.
but to keep the
From
Pope
the
there.
transverse piece, which crossed the spear, was suspended a banner of purple cloth covered with profuse embroidery and bright jewels and gold. It was a square form, and over it, beneath the cross,
That's really pretty
was placed a
material.
golden, half-length picture of the emperor and his children. This standard he ordered to be carried at the head of all of his armies. This was quoted from a book called The Council of Nicaea by A.W. Dudley. Now you're going to get a lot of names of books, because I made sure that you could go and find out for yourself.
Yes, study for
So
yourself.
Constantine with his army and the labarum, held high for inspiration, crossed the Tiber and took Rome. But it must be remembered that before all this, in the so-called 2nd century, the Roman Empire had ceased to expand. In the so-called 3rd century, it crashed to pieces. So early in the 4th century, when Roman civilization was in the last stages of its own decline,
Roman
there were as many as
civilization.
6 imperial
Civilization,
sons
really?
fighting for the throne of the Caesars.
Niggas never
One
was
of them
civilized.
was Constantine. But Constantine had one advantage, one hook that he used to gain the upper hand. He discovered that the Christian Christians, or the Christians at the time they were called,
Mm-hmm.
would fight for an emperor who favored their religion. They held strategic positions secretly both within and without the society. So he struck a bargain with the Christian bishops, reaped his reward in victory over his rivals, and for this success, he made Christianity the religion of the empire and suppressed all other existing systems. It was
Existing
just the gospel of
systems.
Jesus who established.
He suppressed all other existing systems. That means he suppressed all other cultures. And they said they will go to melanated land, and the melanated will give them a little land you can build there. They will build a church first, then the police station, and then the court system. And then they will make sure that they will knock down any other system that was green. And that is our culture, and our culture is part of our history. And in the month of February, Black History, you don't learn anything about your culture, none whatsoever. You are with a Christmas tree, or ValentINE Day, or 400 years, the Jews have lied to us, even over 400 years. You know, you will go with all these things, because all of them are just neuro-linguistic programming. You cannot get away from it. Oh, I hate when October comes. Man, the minute October comes, they throw all that shit in my face. All the Halloween shit, which I call Halloween shit, they're hella days. Then after that, you have the turkey. Then after that is the Christmas bullshit. Even if you do not go outside, that shit will still be in your face. I go to Instagram, even people in other countries with Christmas trees and this Christmas bullshit, and I'm like, wow. The dragon has a very long tail. It drags on. This is why my Imam Ruth will cut your motherfucking head off and burn it. We did not want to wear you around our neck, and we did not want to wear you as a belt buckle. Although some other tribes did, but not Ruth. We did not do that. We just wanted to cut your motherfucking head off and burn that bitch. Because we knew you will grow back together and you will become longer and longer and longer. This shit has been going on so long, and it's a motherfucking shame. The dragon is long as fuck. When people, and I mean all nations, because United States are not those that like my pictures, because they have those under the United States, they have some form of a program ready for me, since I say I'm not in the world. I'm not of the world, but I'm in the world. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. Then I say, you know, I'm not an American, I'm not a citizen of America, none of this bullshit, so they make sure they keep me out. So that the United States people do not really like my things, nor are they my followers. These are people from all different walks of life, countries, and everything, and they are into the same new motherfucking year, January 1st, and Christmas. I was like, wow, this is a syndrome for real. Everything these pink people do is a syndrome. Like I say, they need to get their asses back in the cage, just stay the fuck there and die your motherfucking ass out, so everyone else can enjoy and have a good time. But with you, no, you want us to have a life. Tell us, have a nice life. Nice means you are nothing, but you are ice cold because you are apathetic. Life is a lie. You have people living on frequencies. That is the F. And I say for the F to fuck you motherfuckers. It's why if I could just have someone who knows how to put your ass in those caves, you will be back in the caves. And as they say, one day I'm going to come back from my travels, and when I go up that the wire to cuss your bitch ass out, I'm going to give you a heart attack. You're going to stop this bullshit. Even if I have to die, when I die, I'm going to come back and hunt your ass. It will not be your gadgets. It will be me. I'm going to come and hunt you. And guess what? I'm going to bring my brothers with me. We're going to hunt all you motherfuckers when they die. Probably why you will not kill me. Like last night you made my chest hurt so bad. And then all of a sudden I can taste blood in my mouth. And I said, Abba, I'm getting ready to come. I shall meet with you guys soon. And all of a sudden, my chest was not tight anymore. And the blood was gone because, they don't give a fuck about dying. I can't wait to get the fuck off this stupid motherfucking planet. Everyone here is so much on the neurolinguistic program, and there's no one you can tell, You are on the neurolinguistic program. Do you know I was on the neurolinguistic program until I found out? And then I got my ass from abundance of shit. And now I comprehend it. I don't stand under it anymore. I comprehend it. I see what these motherfuckers are doing to everyone.
Christianity, but the Roman Emperor Constantine.
And they are wrong. And in the word Rome, in the word syndrome, is the word Rome. He is talking about a constant thing. Things that are constant and keep going on and on and on. He is a con artist. And even his name keeps going on and on and on. But where is Yahweh ben Yahweh? Where are the people who are freshly speaking of Yahweh ben Yahweh? Where are they? And where are the people who are freshly speaking of York? And I'm not talking about those people because they keep people away from York, just like those, after they took my Abba, there were many of the Hebrews who kept other people away from my Abba. And no, I don't want to be a part of that. These people are like this and these people are like that. But as my Abba say, you don't do as those people do, You do the laws. You do not look at other people and do what they do. You do not look at them. You look in the mirror at yourself and you get yourself right. It's like Michael Jackson said. You must look at the man in the mirror.
And it was Eusebius of Caesarea who finished the job of writing his fraudulent history of Christianity. So who knows what might have happened to the cult of Christos had not Constantine adopted it as his state religion. The Roman and Greek scholars of that time mocked and dismissed this baby Jesus nonsense in the manger, and for that.
Now the Greeks mocked and dismissed it, yet when you go in the back of your concordance, the New Testament is filled with Greek.
They paid with their lives. In the 4th century, Christianity rode to triumph. The victory was won, but not by Christian teaching. It was won by bloody swords and religion.
Always, 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 always. That is your God. He is wicked. Your God needs blood to survive. And he really needs the melanated man's blood to survive. That's why you're always killing him. You will program a police officer to have a police officer go kill a melanated man because you need that. Really, you program the police officer to artificial telepathy, or you did it to a chip, or you did it to one of your secret societies. You still programmed him. And I know a lot of the police have to go and kill a melanated being to move up the ladder. They even have some melanated beings going to kill another melanated being so that they can move up the ladder. They will be a police officer too. Yes, it appears the black police officer, when he comes against his own, he is the worst. Because now he has sided with his enemy to make his family his enemy. Who does shit like that? A mind control puppet does shit like that. Only a mind control puppet does shit like that. Or a non-melanated man, he is always going against his own. He will take a child from the womb and eat it. He did not give a fuck.
Wars that continued to disembowel Europe over the next 1600 years. These wars in Europe had not ceased. Look at Bosnia today. Bosnia today is a continuation of that Christian war. The Christian ministers of Rome thereafter were treated like kings because of Constantine. They were treated like royalty. Valuable gifts were made to the churches, and Constantine gave the palace of the Lateran to Sylvester, Bishop of Rome. This act was the beginning of the papal ascendancy, Fausta, the wife of Constantine.
Yes, and I'm going to look that word up, and this is 20 minutes in, and I want to get back to the world that I create things in, you know? So I will get back to Dr. Valentine tomorrow. And remember, if you're melanated, remember that Malcolm X's last speech was on the 14th of February. So stop your fucking and your buying gifts and begin to teach your children. Let your children just listen to Malcolm X, no one else. Do not put in any words and do not take out any words. Just let your babies just sit there and let him speak, and have your babies to be quiet so that they can give him the respect to teach them, because Malcolm X does have a whole lot to say to us. He said a lot to me when I was a child, and when they killed him, it was like everything he ever said, everything he was about, died with him. So on the 14th, let's all bring him back to life, at least for that day. Shit talker, out.